Hello everybody, and welcome to the Stanley Parable. This is a game, classic game from the internet, classic game from YouTube. This is a game that I watched people play like 5-10 years ago whenever this came out. This is a super old game. I think this might have been one of the first mods for Half-Life, like one of the first things that they did to change Half-Life into a different game entirely, like pre-Gary's mod type stuff. So yeah, this is pretty exciting to see them coming back to this and remaking a new one because this game was really cool. All right, let's just jump into it. The end is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end. Is loading new.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Sure is.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Oh, this is cool to see.
Employee number 427's
Oh, and he's still the fucking Half-Life model and everything?
Room
Wow.
427, and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Please press M on your
This is what
keyboard
employee 427
for 34
did
milliseconds.
every day of every month of every year.
God damn.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came.
I mean, you gotta accept
though
where
he
you're
had
at,
been made
like, you know?
exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
The
Something
Stanley
that would
Parable.
forever
That's
change
what happened.
Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Oh, well, that
No one
can't
had
be
showed up to
good.
give him instructions.
This is fucking classic.
call
This is a
meeting,
classic setup.
Or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
It looks so good.
Something was very
Well, I
clearly
mean,
wrong. Shocked,
it looks so
frozen
good while
solid,
looking kinda
Stanley
bad, you know
found
what I
himself
mean?
unable to move for the longest
Probably
time.
not. I mean,
But
like,
as he came to his wits and regained his
I'll let
senses,
this finish.
he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I mean, like, you can see, like, lines and pixely stuff on certain textures, but the resolution of those textures are really good. It just kind of looks like they were, like, painted over a little bit. I hate Mondays, yeah. So yeah, this is the Stanley Parable. We're in it now. We're jumping in it. We're looking around. I guess let's just leave the office, you know? Let's do what the narrator
All
says.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did he, though? Did Stanley decide to go to the meeting room?
No matter
don't
how
know.
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I mean, I am Stanley, and I don't know if I want to go to the meeting room. Okay, turn that off. Isn't there an achievement or something for turning off all the monitors? I feel like there is. Okay, wait. Have fallen? Wait, what does that say? Now the money, how the mighty have fallen. How the mighty have fallen. We got some faces crossed out. These are full-on documents. I feel like they're not very important though. Sorry, I'm 100% searching for like lore and shit like that. That room's, oh. I thought that desk was flipped over. It's not even a desk. Oh. Alright, enough of that. Someone just spilt coffee. That doesn't make sense. Why is it making keyboard noises? Oh, wait. It's because I'm clicking the keyboard. That makes sense. You can't jump. Get your first achievement. I can't jump. Wait, did I click on door 420 on accident? No, I didn't.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Listen, I
Nor
don't...
did it advance the story in any way.
I mean, you're right, but let me get up in this room here. Oh, hey. It's like Portal. You can see, like, behind the building and shit. That's kind of cool. Alright, whatever. Let's just progress for now. Man.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did he now? Now, this is where the true mechanic of the game really comes into play. Let me just move this a little bit. This is where the true mechanic shows itself, and that is we get to choose. And we're choosing the wrong one.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
You're damn right
Perhaps
I did.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
What do you think I am, some kind of fool? Some kind of idiot? I don't want to go to the...
Yes, truly a room worth
Employee lounge.
admiring. It had really been worth the
said
detour
round,
after
didn't
all,
I?
just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Okay, so this is
Stanley
kind of
simply
normal.
stood here, drinking it all in.
This is kind of average. Yeah, I love this, love this. This is the normal stuff, and then if we hang around for a little bit, he says something else.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
It is.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Yeah, I
Really
mean,
worth it.
look at this painting. It's a blank ocean. I mean, that's pretty detailed, you know, that's
At
a
this
good
point,
painting.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Yeah, nobody likes Stanley. Everyone hates
But at
him.
last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
But I could just not do that, though. I don't know what's different, though. I don't know anything. I don't know what's changing. Because this is all the same. This is all exactly how it was.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Right. Okay. So this is all normal so far. I feel like we might have to get an ending or two before we can actually do any of the other endings or any of the new stuff for that matter. But I'm not
Stanley,
sure.
I
I
think
guess we'll
perhaps
see.
we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Oh, it looks
I'm
like
not
Dead
your
Rising
enemy,
down there.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Yeah, I know. I'm the
There's
one
someone
playing.
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for
Man.
me, I'm asking for her.
Wait, what? What? What does that mean? I don't remember that line. Also, you can jump off of the elevator here and go onto that railing in an entirely different path.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
All
To
right.
put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
I don't know who
She's been
her
waiting.
is. I don't know who this lady is that you speak of. What the fuck? Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
All right.
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
All right, I'm down. Let's do it. This is new. This is some new shit. All right. Let's see what happens. Also, sorry if I hit the mic.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the
426,
bread out of the
427.
oven.
Wait, what is happening?
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what is it gonna be? Mannequin.
Gotcha.
All right.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
No, not at
You
all,
wanna
because
commit
I
their life
don't.
to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
nobody
get you
likes
to see
Stanley.
something. Come inside.
It's like
Let me
those
show you what's
movies.
really going on here.
You know, everybody hates Raymond. Everybody loves Jack. Nobody likes Stanley.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Whoa, now. Hold the phone here. Press P. No. No. I'm clicking E instead. What if I click O? I'm clicking every button except for P. You can't make me do it. Okay. I think I have to click P.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Please press T. You know, narrator, I'm not liking how you're speaking to me. I don't know if I'm going to be following these instructions from this point on. I think I'm going to avoid pressing T at all costs. In fact, I think I'm just going to sit here, enjoy my time, and not press the letter T. I don't know what's going to happen at all. Let's see. Fine, I'll press T, you fool.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
Something changed.
Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
No, let me
One
leave.
might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
No, I didn't. Let me out.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
That's fucked up. Why is that? What?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined
TVs
that one day while at work,
turned
he
into a
stepped up
clock.
from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him
So that
terribly.
was fake? You're lying. Please press B to spend time with the boys. Yo, let's go to the pub. It's time to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door.
I didn't hang out
mere
with the
thought
boys.
that his decisions
I wanted
would
to
mean
hang out with
something
the
was
boys.
almost too wonderful to behold.
You're lying to me. Press O to prepare dinner. I'm not preparing dinner. I don't do the dinner. I don't like dinner. Let me out. It's not letting me click E on the door, even though the door, when I click E on the door, I don't hear a keyboard sound like I normally do. But I don't know. Alright, whatever.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room
That's cool
with
looking.
monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
Looks like somebody
And down another
spilt
was a
the
game
floor
with a
texture
baby.
on the
And he
ground.
called it the Stanley Parable.
So he made the Stanley Parable. Alright.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again,
Why are you
and
clipping
again,
into this
over
box?
and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be?
Mustn't
Perhaps
there?
if he played just one more time.
Mightn't I? Please press F to tell your wife you love her. These button prompts, they're
But there is
getting
no answer.
they're getting more
How could
wacky
there
every
possibly
second.
be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. That
Okay.
in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing
So
himself.
Stanley made everything
But
up,
he won't
but
listen to me.
what
He
does
won't
that
stop.
mean?
Here, watch this.
And if that's the case,
Stanley,
who the hell are
next time
you?
the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
No, you know what? At this point, I'm committed.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand
I
that
accidentally
every
did what he
second
wanted,
remains
goddammit.
here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Third person? Alright. I'm questioning something. I'm gonna press E to question something. It's not working. I think I have to question nothing.
I suppose
Alright.
I can't. Not in the way I want him to.
Guess
But
we'll
I don't
question
make the
nothing.
rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley.
Listen, alright, I'm
You're not so
trying
different,
to
I suppose.
change it up.
I'll
I'm
try
trying to
once
do
more
what
to
you
convey all this
want,
to
but
him. I'm
you're
compelled
not
to.
giving me
I
an
must.
option here. You're not
Perhaps,
giving me
well,
an option.
maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Maybe this time.
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Please die.
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
No, I'm
And I
good.
tried.
Oh. The end is never the end? That can't be the end, because the end is never the end. Is never the end. So we're good. Alright. And welcome back. This is the Stanley Parable, everybody. If you've never seen this game before, this is what it is. We're about to get wacky. Start to
All of his
repeat
co-workers were gone.
Groundhog
What
Day.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Actually, Stanley decided to go
Stanley
directly
went around
towards the
touching
door
every little
that
thing
says
in the
Fourth
office,
One.
but it didn't
That's
make
what
a
Stanley
single
decided
difference,
to do.
nor did it advance the story in any way.
I'll show you advanced stories. Okay. Let's just do what he says this time. Let's just do what he says. See how things change.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Damn right. Let's see. Okay, we got normal stuff going on. Nothing's different. Right, the meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
Whiteboard
decided
manager.
to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
8 Bird, this box is too small. Office party, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Read a meeting schedule. Who just did that? I heard like a keyboard button, like I clicked E, like that noise, but oh. Oh, it was the slide changing. Okay. That makes sense. To synergize, core value, expenditures. Shift global market parade. Monetize free to play. No, don't do that. Help, I'ma post it. Alright, doesn't seem to be any important lore information there. Money, things, more money. Happy feelings, Violet James, you are fired. That's fucked up. He just wanted to be happy. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs? Graphs about things plus money. Oh, okay, I'm starting to get it. This is really making a lot of sense. But I think that's a stupid... Wait, hold on. We need hopeless reviews. 402 plus 405. Want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. But I think that's a stupid idea. More watercolors, more watercolor heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenager demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenager demographic. Big net? Some sort of child tray? Oh, it says trap, not tray. Okay. Number of slides, yep. Rate at which chart. Charts on the same slide depict the same information. Alright, let's let's go. Wait, the broom closet. I remember this.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
Except
so
for
he
my
turned
soul.
around and got back on track.
My heart is in the broom closet, and I have to find it. I have to click everything I can.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
And you're
no
right,
reason
there
to
is.
still be here.
It is just an empty broom closet. I think this is just the same.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Yeah.
He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
You know how it is? Just popping a squat in the corner, you know? Chilling out. Chilling and grilling.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah.
Standing around doing nothing? Why?
Because of this.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Because you're having a conversation. That's why. The words that you speak are the reason I sit. I sit on the ground.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
This is
If
the
I'd
choice.
said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
This
It
is
didn't
the
even
choice.
occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
And that's
I
why
never
we're
would have
here, isn't
thought
it?
to
That's why
mention
we're here. That's why I'm sitting in this closet right now. It's because it has no significance to the story.
Maybe to you
Bullshit.
this is somehow
This is
its own
the-
branching path.
Exactly.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite."
It was my
I hope your
favorite.
friends
That
find this
fucking voice
concerning.
is. That's great. All right, let's. Fine, we'll leave the closet. I feel like maybe there's more dialogue there.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Is that blood? Is that a pool of blood or a red carpet? I don't like this. There's like full-on actual letters. Hi, Lori. I think that I can't fucking read that. That's so small. Oh, look at that owl on a fucking motorcycle. And the motorcycle's like a shark head. That is great. What a good drawing. What an artist. Artiste. Okay, time to move on. Is this a parking garage?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Fired for
All
that.
because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense.
Wait, what?
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
You know, these are good
And
questions.
for that matter, these
Never
rooms
thought
were starting
about
to
it.
look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
They
No,
were, yeah.
Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
He was dreaming?
I'm dreaming!
Yeah,
He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation.
It's PT.
His co-workers weren't actually gone.
PT
He
without
wasn't going to lose
cockroaches.
his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, what?
Then
Wait.
he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field.
Does that mean that
And
this
it
is
too
a dream?
appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he
Wait, what?
remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
You know, these are good
Now
questions.
the voice
And
was describing itself being considered by Stanley.
now that he
who
mentions
found
it, I didn't
particularly
even
strange.
think about that.
I'm dreaming about
He
a
never
voice
even questioned it.
describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
Does that mean
Was
Stanley's a
Stanley simply
god?
deceiving himself?
How did he do
Believing
that?
that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
You know what? I like this room.
Stanley is
we're
as
gonna
awake
sit here.
right now as he's ever
Oh wait,
been in his life.
did I?
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was
I
quite a shock
gained a
to
tiny
Stanley.
bit of height.
After all,
You know
he knew
what
for
that
certain,
means.
beyond
There's
a doubt,
speed runs
that
in
this
this
was,
game.
in
There's
fact, a
speed run
dream.
tactics.
Did
There's
the voice
something
not
you
see
can
him
do
float
to
and make the magical
to
stars just a moment
glitch
ago?
out and
How
clip
else
out
would the
of the
voice
world.
explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
if he can.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back.
This is
The
weird.
fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
This is
I'm
so
through with
fucking
this
weird.
dream.
I don't.
I wish it to be over. Let me go
I
back
don't
to my
remember this.
job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
Don't lie to
All
yourself,
I want is my life
Stanley.
exactly the
Don't
way it's
lie to
always been.
yourself. You know that you
My life
can't
is
leave that
normal.
room and that you don't
I
have a
am normal.
life outside of that room.
Everything will be fine.
We all know this.
I am
Alright.
okay.
What is happening? Why is this so existential? And he's still here. Alright.
Stanley began screaming.
No, he didn't.
Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone
am I
tell me
supposed to
I'm
run
real.
through?
I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who
All right.
am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Alright. And that's it?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
I
then
don't
collapsed dead
remember
on the
this at
sidewalk.
all.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she
Everyone
thought to
knows.
herself
We've
how
all seen
lucky
the
she
Joker.
was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
What the fuck?
I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body,
This is so weird.
and then she turned and ran.
What is happening? Okay, well, that was weird as fuck, but I think we're out of time for this video, for part 1 of the Stanley Parable. So, we're gonna end it here. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. I hope it was entertaining to some degree. Like and subscribe and all that shit if you want to help out the channel. It helps out way more than you'd think, and it'll make it so I can eventually do this as a job, which would be dope. So yeah, that's the end, but you know, then again, the end is never the end, so we'll be back. And with that being said, I'm gonna end the video. Or am I? I am, but will it ever end? Does it end? Is it even a video? It is. Check out the videos appearing on screen, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Peace out.